My dear friends, and I feel that way toward many of you. Some of you can't stand me. I'm aware of that. Funny, I've devoted my life, and what I believe is to goodness, and it is astonishing how hated I am in some quarters. But I know that they're wrong because they never once quote me properly. The left-wing websites have said that Prager has compared what I said. Well, I'll say what I said so you'll understand. I said the attitude that Andrew Cuomo expressed last week, that if everything he did saved one life, he's happy. That's almost a direct quote. In other words, the shutting down of the economy of New York State was worth it just to save one life. And I said, then we can't call this a war. We're saying this is like a war, right, against the virus. Because if you have that attitude, if we had that attitude, we never would have defeated the Nazis or the Japanese fascists in World War II. Well, you know, we can't lose it. We can't lose anyone. So they said something to the effect that Prager compared the Cuomo or something to the Nazis. There's so, look, as I've always said, because it's always been true, honesty is not a left-wing value. It's a conservative value and it's a liberal value. It is not a left-wing value. Now I have a question. Why isn't virtually every seriously ill COVID-19 patient given hydroxychloroquine and the Z-Pack? It's a combination, the antibiotic Z-Pack and hydroxychloroquine, because it hasn't been given an FDA test yet? Is there one person listening to this show now, if a loved one were seriously ill with this illness, you would not try that? There isn't one person listening, including Dr. Fauci. Right? So I want to know, the media don't ask serious questions. They're just out to show that the president is inept. They are far more concerned with him not winning than they are with the virus. I truly believe that, although they are panicked by the virus. So they do panic easily. But the greatest good is getting rid of the president. That is the belief. So I'd like to know, why isn't it asked? Why aren't patients routinely given hydroxychloroquine and the Z-Pack? There's no question I would take it. It is an anti-malarial with very little side effects. It has some side effects. Everything has some side effects. I've read a lot about this. Most of the side effects are temporary. I'd rather have the side effects and live than no side effects and die. I don't think that that's an idiosyncratic reaction to the drug. It's completely legal. It's been out there for 20 years at least. So we know it's safe. The only issue in testing now is how effective it is against COVID-19. Now, my producer has been following every day's data. How many Americans died yesterday? 250. How many died the day before? 250. How many died the day before? 211. Do you folks see an exponential growth to 1 million deaths? 2 million deaths? 1,300? And 4. 1,003, half of whom, this doesn't dismiss its seriousness, but half of whom are in New York City. For whatever reason, and I presume it is the proximity of the crowds, and didn't they have a parade at the worst moment? There was some parade as well in New York City. Seems to advocate, doesn't it, for car travel and rural living or suburban living, doesn't it?